Good morning. My name is Caiaphas. I'm the high priest of the temple here in Jerusalem and the chief council of the Sanhedrin. The reason I called this press conference is to announce that the Sanhedrin has found Jesus of Nazareth guilty and has handed him over to the Roman governor to be executed.
Can you be more specific? What was Jesus found guilty of?
Let's see. What did we end up with? Yes. I think the final charge was blasphemy. Yes, that was it. Blasphemy. Were other charges brought against Jesus? Yes, of course. The man is a menace to society. There were many charges filed against him. But this was the only charge that would stick.
Blasphemy is the misuse of the name of God. How did Jesus misuse the name of God?
He claimed to be God himself. Do you have proof that Jesus isn't God himself? We don't need proof that he isn't God. Anybody can claim to be God. The person who claims to be God needs to provide proof of it.
During the past 3 years, literally thousands of people have witnessed Jesus doing supernatural healings, exorcisms of demons, walking on water, the feeding of a total of 9,000 people with a handful of food. Isn't it proof that he is God?
None of us on the Sanhedrin ever saw any of these so-called miracles.
But surely some of the witnesses to the miracles testified on his behalf at his trial.
Actually, there wasn't a single witness on his behalf at his trial. We asked Jesus to do a miracle for us, but he refused.
My newspaper is usually invited to all trials of the Sanhedrin. But we never received notice of a trial. When was the trial?
Last night. I'm sorry, did you say that the trial of Jesus was held last night? Yes.
Isn't it against Jewish law to hold a trial after dark?
Well, I suppose, technically, it is.
Isn't there good reason for Jewish law prohibiting trials after dark? Isn't it true that the reason why the law prohibits trials after dark is because it's difficult to find witnesses after dark?
Well, I suppose, technically, it is. Isn't it likely that, if the trial had been held during the day, at least some of the thousands of witnesses to the miracles of Jesus would have come forward to testify on his behalf? Well, I suppose it's possible.
You are a Pharisee, are you not?
Yes. I'm proud to say that I'm a Pharisee.
Didn't Jesus call the Pharisees, let me quote, whitewashed tombs?
Yes. He did. What of it? Isn't it likely that the reason the Sanhedrin held the trial after dark in violation of the law was because most of the members of the Sanhedrin are Pharisees who wanted to deny Jesus due process in order to silence him? If Jesus was really the long-awaited Messiah as he claimed to be, he would have not only treated us Pharisees with respect, but he would have announced his arrival by paying us homage and inviting us to be his apostles instead of those hicks from the sticks way out in Galilee.
So, the reason Jesus is being executed today is because he snubbed you?
Yes. No.
Well, which is it?
Jesus is being executed because he claimed to be God. But there was proof that Jesus was God. We didn't see any proof.
You made sure of it by holding the trial after dark.
The Sanhedrin has made its decision and the decision is final. Jesus will be executed today. That's all I'm going to say.
Based on a play by Bob Snook. Conditions for use: do not sell any part of this script, even if you rewrite it.
Pay no royalties, even if you make money from performances.
You may reproduce and distribute this script freely, but all copies must contain this copyright statement.